Either way, what's up? I'm Alex Fatman, the Flipper, your friendly neighborhood fat man. Fat boy reselling. Fat daddy flips a lot. And this right here is my homeboy Oscar, merchandise mauler, the arbitrage assassin, the trash tyrant, the trash trading. I don't know if it's me.
All right, now I hear you. What's up, everybody? I'm Oscar, El Cubanaso. And looks like we had a little bit of technical difficulties before we get started. So doing my part, putting in a dollar chip in to get Alex better internet out in the boonies where he's at. So if you guys want to chip in, super chat $1, he'll get 50 cents out of it. But yeah, we got an interesting show. I know that we're going to talk about a lot of things that have been going on in the past week. And, title of the show is Freedom versus Becoming Rich.
Freedom.
I guess some people, the word freedom means different for a lot of people, to a lot of people, right? My case, when I see freedom is, financial freedom, amongst other freedoms, right? But we're going to be focusing on the financial part of freedom because, we had a conversation, me and Alex. I don't know if you want to go ahead, and you remember probably better than me the way the conversation started. But this week was a difficult week for me. A lot of things going on, with the house and stress at work and a bunch of things. And somehow we got into this point. But Alex, go ahead.
Okay, you stop talking. All right, so I want to start off by saying, if y'all remember a couple weeks ago, I was having a hard time hearing Oscar, and that's what's happening right now. So I kind of understood. I know what we're going to talk about because we had a good conversation about freedom. Yep, I got it right. All right, cool. About freedom, financial freedom, but freedom overall, being able to have time to do what you choose to do, right? Freeing up time because you can work as hard as the next man or woman, right? But are you working to go somewhere, and are you actually moving? Are you making progress, or are you just running in place? So we talk about goals, we talk about a lot of things that basically sum up why we do what we do today. So there's no point in making money if you got no goals with it. And a lot of people, especially now, y'all saw that stock market, bro. So the stock market was great, right? For a lot of people, not for some people. Some people were really, really mad. And then there were also some people who, because of emotion, were led to make financial decisions that are right now ruining them. So, that's where business and emotion, you can't mix those two things. Because you make irrational decisions usually when you base your decisions off of emotion. So when you're a person who has never had money or has lived a pretty humble life, right? Then when you come upon money and you get all this money and you don't have the right discipline, responsibility, and knowledge, most importantly, on what to do with that money, guess what? It ain't gonna be long before you ain't got no money again. So, Oscar, got anything to say about that?
Yeah, no, definitely. One thing that comes with when you're making money is, you got to be responsible with it. Some people think that being responsible with it is putting in a bank account where it's going to make minimal uh, interest over time. Some people, will reinvest it. Some people will, just hold on to it or spend it. So it's definitely, if you're trying to get somewhere with whatever revenue, whatever money you have coming in, you got to make responsible decisions. In my case, I reinvest. I invest money and then I reinvest. Sometimes I make good investments, sometimes not so good investments. But I guess that's part of the process of learning how to, invest and be responsible with money. It happens to, everybody. Once you get involved in the stock market, I've been on the stock market probably for like 3 years now. I think that when you're investing money, as you continue to be in the stock market, you become a better trader as you go. Um, some people who have come recently into the stock market and wanted to go ahead and invest, $1,000 in whatever stock. Some of them end up losing all their money. Others become insanely wealthy, as we've seen in the past week. You know what I mean? But for me, in my case, the stock market has done extremely well this year for me. The past week has been no exception to that, and this week coming in, I'm excited about because I think it's going to be a great week as well.
I agree. I think I think this week, if you're into trading stocks and even like cryptocurrency, if you're into that stuff and you're following, be careful what you follow. But I think it's definitely going to be a very interesting week this week for day traders, swing traders, and just people that are investing and just dude, the amount of people that made the money that they made this past week is incredible, dude. Um, but I think you got to be real careful because if you hold on too long, you might lose it all. But at the end of the day, it's what's happening. I think with the stock market, from what I understand, right, is it's not so much about making money. I mean, yeah, it's great to see a bunch of people being able to, like Denise was saying, become debt free. They're being wise with what they earned, um, and all that. But I think it's more of a stand against the greedy, the disgusting, the hedge fund people. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
And I
Yeah.
think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful.
No, I think it's amazing. I think it's impressive. I mean, I'm seeing what's been going on with GameStop and what's going on with AMC, and it's pretty impressive. It's impressive to see, that traders from a forum such as Reddit and from Discord, have made a lot of very, very wealthy crooks lose a lot of money. And then, you see them buying billboards about it and posting it on billboards, and it's impressive. I think it's amazing. I think it's great. Um, and I know that a lot of them are young kids that are just getting interested in the stock market. A lot of them are very young.
Dude, it's more than that, right? Because it's like kids are all out on TikTok, they're on Instagram, Snapchat. There's all these social media outlets, and people are literally. It's like imagine someone goes viral, right? But instead of their message being like drinking cranberry juice while riding on your skateboard and just being cool, right? Instead of that being their message is buy a shit ton of this stock because everybody's gonna buy it and we're gonna knock the heads off of these sick, disgusting, filthy, greedy, rich billionaires who have been taking advantage of everything that they can, right? So that message went across to everyone, bro. There's kids, dude. Kids are literally jumping in, and then the messed up part is that there's people that they're just getting into it and they're so fresh that they're not, and the things that like Robin Hood did and stuff like that, where they're not even allowing you to use any kind of buying power. It's like they're already too late, kind of. They're not too late. It's good because it kind of opened their eyes to the possibilities. It gave them like, here's an outlet for you, right? And all that. But in the sense of like everybody wanted to buy GameStop and AMC and BlackBerry and Nokia and all these things, but they can't because they never had an account with any trade, like anything, and they're a little too late on it. But I think there's
Yeah,
still potential. There's still
no,
potential. It's just you got to be real careful.
no, definitely. But what's sad to see is you see Robin Hood do that, right? You see Robin Hood do that to all these kids, and then they're understanding what it means to have free market, free trade in a stock market, right? And they dive into that, and then they end up finding out the way the system really is, that the system is rigged against them. I know a lot of people are completely turned off by the whole idea of the stock market after seeing the kind of things that Robinhood and other brokerages have been doing. It's that my opinion, 100% my opinion is that a lot of things that they're doing is to protect their interests and their stake in the stock market, and they're not worried about free trade. They're not worried about the people that are coming in and investing in these stocks. Um, I was one that I was unable to get GameStop at that open. Unfortunately, you know, I was unable to get several at that open. But there were plenty
Dude,
before did before me that you know played auction. They had a couple options. They cashed in their calls, walked away with millions of dollars on a very small investment. It's crazy. And then because of that, it completely they decided it caused, well, it shouldn't be a cause. It didn't cause it. What they did by investing in these stocks, it didn't cause it. Robinhood decided to do that. What they did.
oh yeah. Oh, dude. It's a perfect example of what's been going on in this country. And you're frozen, so I'm assuming you stopped talking. And if I interrupted you, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Um, but it's a perfect example of what's going on in the country with like just people, having the power to shut you up, having the power to choose for you what you should do with your money and your life and everything, right? Because I mean, dude, you go in and you dump $10,000 into something to find out that you can't sell it, or you can sell it but you can't buy more. So wait, I can't buy more, so that means no one can buy more. So who am I really selling it to? So why would I sell it, right? But the fact that you're gonna give no, you're gonna choose what we do with our investments, that's wrong. Why? Oh, because it's risk management. And dude, they even say they lie. They lie in front of your face. Like they say, let me see if I pull it up real quick, dude. They lie in your face, dude. I'm gonna tell you what it's like when when their mouse moves. It's lies, right? Check it out. They said they were basically saying, I'm sorry, hold on. Messages right here. All right, important update. Here we go. So I'm just gonna read this one quick line right here. Oh, not this one. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. They said they said lie. Oh, they took it out. Oh, they took it out. They took it out. You see, that's proof right there. Dude, they literally took out the line, the line. So it basically said, he goes, we're looking out for the interests of all of our customers. We
Yep.
are not, they basically said, we're not being told what to do. by the people that we share information with.
Mhm.
Like, why are you saying that? Are people accusing you of that? Is it something that you actually did? I don't know.
Yep. So that's what they said. They said that, and he went live. He went live on CNBC, the CEO of Robinhood, and he said it live on TV. And it was like, before they asked him a couple questions, and immediately guilty conscience comes out, right? Because his very first thing is, before we get into that, I want to address the 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 news and the comments that have been going around circulating about Robinhood taking suggestions from their hedge funds and or doing what they're told. They got a call from some of their friends on Wall Street, and he said that that's totally false. But you can see that there's a little guilt. But he further goes on to say, and and we can quote him on it. He says that we were looking out for the company. We were looking out for the best interests of the firm and our customers. And he wants to cite SEC regulations and clearinghouse transfers as his excuse for taking that decision to not allow free trade on Robinhood. And from what I understand, there's already lawsuits and there's investigations into that. But something like this is it doesn't just affect this very moment or the moments where people were trying to buy more shares, because it wasn't so much about selling because nobody wanted to sell. That was the only option that you had at that point, was close out your position in some of these stocks. But it affects on a macro level, because this new generation of investors that's coming in, they're kind of turned off by the idea, or actually not the idea, the realization that the market isn't really as free as they thought it once was when they first got in. So, it's I know that there's a war going on right now between two sides, and there's gonna be a lot of money on the table these next couple of weeks. Flipping
Yeah,
good
I know I'm gonna capitalize on it.
future options. Yeah, calls is definitely I when I invest, I have shares that I hold in for the long haul for the dividends, but options is something that I like to invest 2 weeks, a month. Usually don't do an option for longer than 30 days, but options is definitely one of my favorite ways for me to invest. I don't play puts. It's all calls for me.
Look, man. Hey, I gotta say this too. I gotta say this disclaimer. All right. When it comes to we're not financial advisors. We're not. We're just a couple of hustlers, entrepreneurs, and we're just sharing our experiences. If you decide to take any advice or anything we say and use it to try to do something with your life and it doesn't work out, that's your fault. I'm just letting you know right now. Don't blame us.
I mean,
All
that's
right?
why I haven't mentioned one ticker.
Listen, Dogecoin to the moon, baby. Dogecoin, baby.
Yeah, see, and that's another thing that you see how social media, has plays a huge part in the decisions that people make in investing. You see Elon Musk. Elon Musk mentions Bitcoin, and Bitcoin starts to go up. Elon Musk mentions Dogecoin, and Dogecoin starts to go up. So, there are a lot of factors right now. What we're seeing on GameStop and all of these, and I think that Robinhood, I think Mike Storage Auction Pirate was it yesterday, told us that on Robinhood, 50 additional tickers are now being limited. So
Yep.
you think you have a maximum buy of like 1 share or 5 share. You can buy 1 share and you can play a maximum of 10 contracts on an option. So, it's
Yeah,
That's
Mike Flippin Goodies makes a good point. Spy, SPY. If you don't know what that is, look it up, do some research, and if you're interested, make a move. Listen, I want to know what everybody in the chat what they use to trade with. If you are if you're mainly do stocks, do you dabble in a little bit of crypto? I think crypto is a big deal. Um, I'm brand new to basically all of this, but I'm dabbling in the crypto. So I want to know what you guys use to trade with. Do you use Robinhood? If you do, uh, get out and go somewhere else. That's just my opinion.
yeah,
I
no,
always
my
said it. I heard a lot of bad things about Robinhood from the beginning. I used it. I never had a problem with it that I know of. Maybe
I
something happened while I was sleeping,
I did. I
but
had my first problem with Robinhood was back in March 2020. Was the day that they completely froze. They stopped trading. They stopped trading on that day. Um, and nobody could trade, nobody can buy, sell. There was a problem with Robinhood. There was lawsuits once again, with Robinhood. But this last time, that's it. It's my last straw. I'm moving everything that I had from Robinhood over to another account. I have TD Ameritrade. I use Think and Swim for trading. So I'm moving everything that I had on Robinhood, which was a lot of shares that I bought. The beginning of the pandemic, moving all of that over to TD. The last thing I want is when I want to sell that I can't sell it.
yeah, me personally, I'm really intrigued by the whole crypto thing. And there's a lady. I call her lady to not call her a girl, but it's a chick. She's cool. She's a cool chick. Her name is Wendy. Wendy O. Crypto Wendy O. She got a YouTube channel and everything. And I found her, and I really respect her. She's not like a lot of other people that if you're going through social media now, especially, like, you get 100,000 posts of like, oh, you want to trade this, and no, do this and buy that and do. She's like, look, stop, chill. Like, she calms you down. And she's like, look, I'm gonna break things down for you. If you do that, you're tripping. Like, she's got good info, and
I can't say anything about her info. I don't know who she is, but yeah, not just TD Ameritrade. I use also Webull. So I have Webull.
no locked doors. No locked doors. I'm sorry. I interrupted Oscar.
No, no, no. You were good. I was just filling in the gap because you disappeared there for a minute. I was saying, look, Jennifer shared the link. Thank you, Jennifer, to the person that you were talking about. I personally haven't watched her, but I do have a Coinbase. I have a Kraken account. I use Coinbase. I use Kraken, um, and I use TD Ameritrade, Webull, and Robinhood. Those are the ones that I've used. Getting away from Robinhood, I'm going to stay with Webull. Going to stay with TD Ameritrade, which is Thinkorswim. Um, and Coinbase is what I'm gonna stay with. Get rid of Kraken.
But yeah, I got into Voyager, but this is how it is right now. So many people are trying to open up accounts everywhere that a lot of these things aren't even allowing you to open one. Like, you're being put on a list. At least that's what the case was with Voyager. But I heard that Binance is a good one for crypto, and there was a couple other good ones. There's a few good ones out there, but definitely not Robinhood. Apparently, like, if you bought anything crypto on Robinhood, especially like the Dogecoin thing, I think it's like your money's not um like you're not able to cash out with it or something like that. I don't know how that works, but either way, yeah, Coinbase is a good one. Oscar introduced me to Coinbase.
What's the you said that you can't on Dogecoin that you can't cash out on Robinhood? Is that what you said?
Yeah, something about Robinhood is not, and it's not because they're blocking it now. It's because it's crypto, so they're the thing with crypto is that you want to be able to own it. And with Robinhood, they're like, and this is again my understanding of it. I could be completely wrong. And if I am, please let me know. But from my understanding, Robinhood is like a third party. So it's like they own it. So you don't get a key. You get what I'm saying? It's like if you own Bitcoin, you got
You got a key. You got to have, what is it, a ledger for Bitcoin. I guess.
exactly. But yeah.
What were you saying? That you don't really get, you don't really get the, so what you're saying, you don't really get the Dogecoin, right?
Yeah, like some to do with if you buy Dogecoin or a crypto or something, which I don't even think Robinhood allows crypto. I'm not sure because I never looked into it. But if
You
you
got
were to
to
use Robinhood to get some, huh?
you have to activate it, just like on Webull. You have to activate it crypto trading on Robinhood and on Webull. But with the Dogecoin, you are able, you can sell it and you can cash out on your Dogecoin. I've traded Dogecoin for a while on Robinhood because it's not available on another because it's a joke. You know what I mean? Dogecoin that's what it is. It's a joke. It's not a real, what they will consider a real cryptocurrency, blockchain, ledgers, whatever. So that's why, you know, maybe they have it available on Robinhood, and you are able to trade it even though you haven't activated crypto, or you have to activate crypto so you can get it. You know, so I mean, but you are able to cash out on crypto, on Dogecoin on Robinhood. Are we only talking about stocks? And I know this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We're going to talk about mutuals. We're going to talk about ETFs. We're going to talk about. I'm just kidding. We don't know what the hell we're going to talk about.
Listen, you need to grab every penny you have right now and put it into I don't know. No, I think I mean this is what struck up the conversation between me and Oscar about being rich or being free.
Yeah, this
Right?
is what we're getting to.
Y'all can go back to the very first time this face ever landed on a YouTube thing, and you can go back and watch that. And I said it from back then. The focus isn't about money, and I got a lot of heat from my moms because of that, and a few other people. But it's because I was misunderstood because I didn't explain myself correctly. Because at the end of the day, it's not about money as much as it is about freedom. For me, it's always been about freedom, And yes, if you make more money, sure, you can have more freedom. But if your time is being consumed by what's the money making, then what freedom do you actually have? You're still a slave to the money. So you could be a total millionaire, filthy, disgusting, rich, and be the most miserable human being in the world. And I've seen it. I've seen people. I'm from Miami. Oscar's from Miami. Oscar knows what I used to do. Oscar knows that I used to deal with a lot of high end clients, like high class people, like big money. Like the boss would come by twice a day in his helicopter to fly over the project, his newly built home on the beach, just to see what we're doing. Like, and it seems, if you don't have it seems like that's what you want, but you don't know what he goes through, right? There's people that have that freedom and are able to generate income, and that's what I'm searching for. I'm searching for freedom where I'm not stressing about my bills. I'm not stressing because if you make more money, you tend to spend more money, and if that's your motivation, you're always going to be broke no matter how much money you got. Always. Always. So
So we
yeah.
had the conversation. We were talking about, getting rich, and then I said, it's like I don't really care to be rich. I just want to be free, right? I don't want to have to worry about, bills. I don't want to have to worry about having to go to work, And my exact words, I think, were, I just want to be free. I feel like I want to be free, and I want to be able to actually live my life, because right now I'm only living really a fraction of my life, right? 9 to 5 job, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you know, and then now with the whole, uh, the new CDC guidelines, I don't have a lot of people going to the hotels. The hotels are doing horribly. This past week I had to let go of 6 people. So 6 people, and when at work, your coworkers, you're kind of like a family. You end up spending more time with your coworkers sometimes than you do with your family, because you're constantly working, right? And then have to let them go, and then on top of that, pay cuts across the board. Everybody took a pay cut, including myself, on top of the pay cut that I already had. So it's an additional pay cut. So right now my salary is 60% of what it normally was, and that's because I had gotten back 20% of the salary. There was still a portion there, 10%, that I didn't have back. I was supposed to receive it on January 1st, but instead it's an additional 30% cut. So now I'm at a 60% salary cut, and so now it's hustle. It's hustle. It's invest. It's uh, you know find product to sell, source, eBay, Amazon, offer up. My phone hasn't stopped today from offer up. Offer up has been. I had somebody pass by, $150 sale. So it's hustle now, and that's why I say freedom, because it's this time that I'm out trying to compensate for what I've lost. It's time that takes away from my family. It's time that takes away from doing other things. It's not really. I've become, in a sense, a slave. Don't get me wrong. I'm 100% capitalist. Right? Let me make that clear. Capitalism. But I've become a slave to, um, trying to cover all the expenses, make sure that there's food on the table, paying the bills. You know what I mean? And that's what I want from freedom. I don't need to be rich. Um, I just need to be free. So that's why, I guess we have this title, the difference between freedom versus getting rich. Maybe for me, one would consider it rich, when I'm actually free, because the amount of money that I'll have, because I won't, have to worry about so much about my bills. But I guess that's what it is.
I'm writing a quote from a friend of ours, actually. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Boom. There it is. I did it. I may be broke, but I am far from poor. That's what he said. It's a friend that Oscar knows him too,
Well,
and he was telling a story about, you know dating a girl, and her being, financially stable, because she had a good career and this and that, but he was 100% volunteer, and he didn't make money. Like he made $100 a week, literally. It was enough to pay his phone bill, but he didn't have to worry about it much expenses, right? Um, other than like his phone bill. So, but what he was trying to say was, like, I might not have all the money, because his story was like he went on a date with her and he met with her friends, and her, in his mind he was afraid that they were gonna judge him, but at the end of the day, he knew better, because he knew that he's wealthy beyond, anything, because he has health, he has friends, he has family. He's doing what he loves to do, and he doesn't go without food, he doesn't go without shelter. Like, very humble dude. And I'll never forget those words, because it opened my eyes up. And this was way before, anyone seeing me anywhere. I didn't even have a phone at the time. Uh, but yeah, um, I'll never forget those words because that's what I strive for. That's something I'll never forget because that's what I strive for. Like I work hard, um, so that one day I don't have to work hard. You get what I'm saying? I have goals and I'm trying to reach them. But I'll be damned to exchange time with family or something like that just so I can work. You get what I'm saying? Because there's no point to that. To me, there's no point. Like it's one thing that you have your set schedule, but it's another thing to like constantly 24/7, and then like you put your priorities are messed up, like where you put your work, your hard work. I'd rather go do this, take pictures, list, sell, pack, ship, source. You put that ahead of everything else. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's times you got to do it, but it's like Oscar's not gonna miss his daughter's graduation. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it because there's this really hot item and I have to go to every single big lots out there, and I'll be back in 3 days." Like he's not gonna do that because at the end of the day, that's why we do that. We do it so that we're able to spend that time, not miss important times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's tough for people that are in placed in that position where they need to focus more time away from family for them to be able to be able to provide for their family. So sometimes it's not that they want to place those priorities in that specific order, but sometimes it's more the necessity requires them to spend more time hustling than with their family. This week I didn't do nothing. You're gonna ask me how many stores I went to source at?
Dude, hey, you got your coffee
Zero.
with you? You got your
Huh?
coffee? You got your
Nah,
coffee?
I'm gonna make one now.
Yeah, so I could tap your glass right there. That one, bro. I barely where that ding. All right, we did it. Yeah, I'm the same, dude. I went one store I think today because I didn't have the necessity to. But it's 100%. If you have the necessity, it's that, and that's why like earlier we were talking about the people that get this money, and then they're broke again and all this stuff. Um, it's because they don't know how to be disciplined and responsible. They've never had that kind of money, and they're motivated by the look of things. They have people to impress. I don't have nobody to impress, not a single soul. You know what I'm saying? And but there's people that do. So they get this money, and all of a sudden they look fly as hell. You know what I'm saying? They look like, for example, this gold chain. You see this gold chain? Everybody's always commenting about this gold chain. You think I bought this? I didn't buy this. This means more than money to me. I've had people offer me money for this, more than what it's worth, and I don't sell it. You know why? Because this was a gift given to me by my father. This was the first gift my father gave me when I got out of the recovery group and I started working again and I started building my life again from being homeless. My father gave this to me, and this is something my father's had since I was a little kid. So this is something that means a lot to me. You can't. You're gonna have to kill me to take this from me. You're gonna have to murder me, bro. So yeah, dude, try it. Go ahead, take it, bro. Take it, bro. Come
I'm
after
gonna
you, afterlife. So that's the thing. So there's people that they're motivated by it because that's just the society we live in, bro. You go on social media, and if you're on social media enough, you're going to be like almost brainwashed to believe this is what you need. Like you need attention. You need people to love what you have, because at the end of the day, they don't love you, bro. They do not love you, bro. Most people don't know what love is. Most people think love is an emotion. How about that? Let's talk about that. Most people think love is an emotion. It's not. It's an act. And these people don't love you. They envy you. They envy you. So all these famous people, all these people with, they turn on the live and they have 10,000 people watching, 50,000, 100,000. They don't love them. People don't love them. They envy them, but they don't know that. They think it's love. They envy them. They wish that they had what they had. They're not happy for them. That's what envy is. Envy is not being happy for someone else's anything. Like Oscar, I could use. He just remodeled his house. Beautiful house. Look at the office. It's clean, super clean. You know, I love Oscar. I love Oscar. I got love for Oscar. I'm super happy for Oscar. Not once did I think to myself, why does he have that and not me? Not once. But some people will say, nice house. But what they're really thinking is like, why does he have it and not me? That's envy. So anyway, yeah. Oh, we got more people in the house. Got Lady Luck Junk. What's up? I didn't say hi to nobody today, did I? What's up to everybody? What's up to everybody? James, I see you. Girl Hustle, what's up? So yeah, at the end of the day, you're chasing money, but what are you really chasing? Okay, why do you really work hard? Are you really working hard for money, or are you really working hard for something else? That something else could be something bad too. So it's not necessarily. It's like what I was just talking about. It's these insecurities that people have. They don't even realize we have them. Everyone has insecurities. I have insecurities. Everybody's like, "Why are you so confident, bro? How are you so happy all the time?" Dude, it's like mind over matter in a way, but at the end of the day, I have insecurities. I have things about myself that I wish I would have the discipline, the courage, the strength to improve upon. But the reason these things come to my head is because I'm thinking about what other people are thinking. It's called the pride in reverse. Everybody thinks pride is good. We're not going to get into that one. We're still on love. Love is not an emotion. It's not. It's an act. And tell me I'm wrong. I dare you. I'll debate with you. We'll put you on the screen and give me your story. Tell me how. Tell me how you know. But anyway, yeah.
You're 100% right. I'm not gonna say nothing because I know. Because I know. There you go. Somebody already called it out.
Bichote 386. All right. I'm wrong. You win.
Anyway.
I'm wrong. Love is 100% an emotion. But yeah, it's it's a lot more to it than just going after money. I mean, that's what we emphasize on because at the end of the day, we talk about business and all that stuff. But there's no sense in having business without having everything else in check. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just running yourself in circles, and then things happen. You don't know why. You get frustrated. A lot of things happen in your life that you have no control over, and you want to have control over, but you don't. And instead of, I mean, there's just so many things we could talk about, dude.
So focus on that one. Let's focus on that one because it kind of goes hand in hand with the whole freedom thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have the choice to do what you want with your life, right? But you don't know how to make the proper steps to get yourself where you would like to be in your life, right? So I think that that's part of being able to work towards freedom. So if you are a person that is constantly working, that's constantly out, trying to find their their shot, right, of being financially free or their way to become financially free, um how do you really execute that plan, right? A lot of people, a lot of people have tons of great ideas and they know what it is that they're supposed to do. They know what their goals are. They've set their goals, or they've at least thought about their goals in at the very least. But the number one problem I think is that a lot of people fail to execute their plans. A lot of people fail to follow through and reach their goals. Um, I said zero sourcing this week. Zero sourcing this week because I hit my goal. I hit my goals this week. I mean this for this month.
Yep.
I had and I completely killed the goal that I had. This week, also what happened at work was another reason. So there was two things. I'm glad that I hit my goal. Had the problems with the bathroom in the house. Um, the problems at work. Those things cost me an excessive amount of stress. So I decided to do zero sourcing this week. But I already know that I have a plan for February that I need to execute. Because if I want to be just that free, I know that the only thing that's going to stop me from getting there is going to be me.
It's your biggest competition.
100%.
Biggest competition. You know what? Here's a great example. You find out there's a hot bolo, because this has happened to me. Find out there's a hot bolo, super hot, sells 1,000 times a day. The more you get, the more you sell. You go and chase it, and you hit 20 stores. And out of those 20 stores, you don't find a single one. So here's what happens. You either tell yourself, oh man, there's just too many people that got there before me, right? And look at it that way. Or you tell yourself, there has to be another way. And then you go online and you figure out another way. And you figure out you can buy them before going to the store. Place your orders, make a route, and go pick them up. And you do that. And you go in a completely different direction than you did the beginning. But most people would have just stopped after 20 stores and told themselves that there's too much competition out here. You're your competition in that instance. You're telling yourself there's too much competition. That's not true. If you believe it, it's true. But if you find another way, then guess what? There's not enough competition. The only competition is yourself. It's what you choose to believe and how you choose to react. You can stop or you can keep going. Failure only becomes failure once you quit. You can fail 1,000 times and never become a failure. So as long as you never quit, don't let your biggest competitor outcompete you and beat you to your own game. Don't let yourself beat yourself, because it's the only one against you. The only one. When I'm out there, when I got plans, when I'm doing things, I'm human, so it is my mind. But because I have this mentality, I'm quick to see that and I'm quick to stop it. I don't let that stop me because I think different. And I'm not no better than nobody else. Anyone can be that way. So it is what it is, you know. Gotta run, guys. Have a great evening. Speak your truth quietly and clearly and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Facts. Facts.
That's going to stay with me all week. 100%. That comment right there is going to stay with me all week. Appreciate that comment.
Yeah. I mean, it's like one of my biggest motivations, a quote, and I'm not going to say who quoted it, who said it, but if somebody, everybody and their mother knows, and they literally laughed at all the new resellers jumping on the scene saying, look at all these new resellers trying to teach other people how to make money reselling. Talk to me when you hit six figures. LOL. That was one of my biggest motivational things. Okay.
Oh man, we shattered that.
And I call that ignorance. I call that, and, no, and the thing is, they look at us as I took it as, oh, so I'm less than you, right? You think I'm less than you? Well, I know I'm no better than you, but I also know I'm no less than you. I'm gonna put in work, and I'm gonna prove to myself that I am worth my words. So that's a perfect example there of what was just said by James. He said, I'm gonna put it up again. He said, speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. I always say it. If you think you know everything, you ain't gonna be able to learn shit.
Yep, that's the thing. When a person finally becomes an expert, they can't learn anything. And half of the people in the chat, they've seen us from the very beginning. They've seen our growth in reselling, and they know what it is that we do, and they know that we're here to share our experiences through our journey in reselling and being entrepreneurs and whatnot. But we learn probably the majority of everything we know from people here in the chat, from other YouTubers, and just from our experiences. So that's one of the biggest mistakes anybody can make already. Consider themselves um, that they've reached a certain level that people can only talk to them once they've made six figures.
I mean, at the end of the day, it does show that you're doing something right, right? So, when somebody shows those things, of course, people are going to be going after that. They want to know. They want to know how you did it. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to be successful and to show it to try to help others. But it's a whole other thing to think that those same people that you're helping can't help you. You know what I'm saying? So, it's called humility, man. You gotta have a little humility, you know. But what up, James? What's up, Marie? Holla at me at 7. All right, I'll holla at you when you get to 7. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, it's that's what it is, man. Um, it's not love, people. It's not love. Love is love is an act. I could I could totally love somebody I've never met in my life. And I do all the time. I show love. There's also different forms of love. So yeah, I mean, and again, these are just my opinion, right? So, but when it comes to freedom, be careful what you love, because what you love can keep you away from being truly free. That was just some shit that just came to my head right now.
Nah, but it makes sense if you think about it, because if somebody falls in love with the money, they end up becoming a slave to the money, right?
Hmm. Yeah, because you do anything for the money. And I mean, shit, you see people do anything for the money all the time. I mean, they literally break laws in front of the world, dude. They break laws in front of the world, and it's hilarious. I mean, it sucks for them. I've been there. I've broken laws before. You know, I've done my time. I paid my debt to society. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I was like the guy I don't know anymore.
The other you.
See what he says. Let's see. Yakov, what's up, dog? I think I try to focus my YouTube channel on my adventure rather whether I make mistakes or learn something new. Show it. Yeah, dude, 100%. I mean, that's what's up. Anyone should do. Me personally, I haven't been making content. You know, honestly, just haven't had the time. It's not that I haven't had the time. I've chosen not to put the time to it. But yeah, that's good, dog. There's nothing wrong with that. It's all good. It's good that you do that. That was actually my first. That's what I wanted to do, and then I was so diverted by I and I'll say it. Like I'm honest about it, and I've said it before. I've been honest about it. Like when I started YouTube, for me, I had no plan. Like I wasn't planning on trying to blow up or nothing like that. But I did have um, people influencing me, on how I should do it. And then I got blinded. I got blinded by, um, oh, you got to do this so that you get views. Oh, you got to do this so that you get people to comment. Oh, you got to do this. Oh, you need to have a viral video. Oh, this and that. But the truth is, when I was told that I should do YouTube and that I'd be good for it, it was for the simple things. It was for me just being real and me having a story, and people would love to see it. But I got blinded. I got blinded by, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. So if you go to my old videos, you're gonna see thumbnails that are obvious, and it's not that even they were clickbait, because I didn't try doing like that clickbait where it's all fake and shit. I always 100% real. But I always try to get people's attention with my thumbnails and my titles and the keywords, and I put so much emphasis on that thing that it literally it drained the fun out of it. Because what I really like to do, I enjoyed editing videos. I enjoyed doing that, and I was told I have to do reselling, so I did reselling videos, and this and that. But honestly, I think it would have been so much better if I would have just, and I have no regret because I could still do this. Is just turn on the camera and just walk around my house showing what I do, because there's no intent other than, look, this is what I do. You get what I'm saying? So I'll be first to admit it. A lot of people won't admit that. A lot of people will totally lie about it, they and try to hide about it. But I'll be straight up about it. I made the decisions ultimately, right, and what I did with my channel, my videos. But I was totally misdirected, and I'm very susceptible to all those things, very much. But yeah, so I think that's awesome, bro. Make mistakes or learn something new. Show it. Just show everything you're doing. If that's what you want to do, that's the main thing. Do it. Yo, what's up, Jeff? We got eBay addicts in the house. I was on live with them not too long ago, last week or the week before. Guys, go check them out. But yeah, man. Um, how about you, Oscar? Robinhood? Should we put $1,000 each on Dogecoin on Robinhood?
Well, I mean, it went down to 0.027, so is what I typically do with Dogecoin on Robinhood is I see it, it's low, I buy it, I sell it when it's high.
Here's a fun fact that I've learned. Dogecoin, besides all the shit that everybody already knows, its highest point was at 0.025 cents, around there, like 2.5 cents, the highest it's been ever.
Mm-hmm.
And just the other day, it went up to 8.5. It went up to 9 cents. It went up to 9 cents. So that just shows right there. So if you had Dogecoin because you fell into the hype and you got in at the right time and you sold at 9 cents, you were able to hold till 9 cents. But if you listen to everybody that kept telling you to hold and you didn't sell at 9 cents, you're probably kicking yourself in the ass. Because even if you put in $100, you would have 4 times your money almost. 3 times, 4 times your money. And now it's like everybody's, oh, what's going on? And they're still saying that it's gonna go up. Um, we'll see. Whatever, we'll see. It'll be it definitely at where it's at right now. You could throw $10 at it. Why not? $10 for fun, bro. It's for fun. You know.
I tell you what, though, and this is not any trading advice whatsoever, but I'm
Ditto.
sharing my experience right now. So I don't know if anybody plays with penny stocks, anybody invests in pink sheets. A lot of people are like, "Oh no, pink sheets, no, no, no pink sheets. We don't want to hear anything about pink sheets." But there's a couple pink sheets that have very, very good um, volume, and there's some that look very promising. And I'm going to mention one specifically, Green Concepts, ticker INKW. Yesterday just had their first shipment of bottled water. It's a company, I think they were out of Washington or Oregon, and they do a lot of CBD and water and beverages, and they sent in their first 3 trucks to Amazon Prime that arrived yesterday and immediately sold out. Number one in new releases on Amazon, sold out as soon as it arrived at the Amazon warehouses. So that's one that I think they're still under a cent, or they should be at about a cent. I think they're at 0.013 right now. But that's one that seems to look pretty promising. So the reason I say it is a lot of people are like, no, no, penny stocks. But my sister-in-law with 1 million shares in this company was able to make a
Good
nice
money.
money this week on that specific ticker. So
Hey Pat, I'm dabbling in some cards too. Look, I'm dabbling in this many cards. Look, all these are going to PSA.
they're going to me.
They're going to you, and then they're going to PSA.
For me, they're going to PSA.
Yeah, I got some Herberts in here. Got this guy, little
Who's that
Herbert,
guy?
Little Herbert action.
And they know that guy in the backyard of his house, and that's it.
Yeah, they don't really know the guy. The guy's not that. I got a little Zion action right here.
Who?
Look, I think Zion Wylam.
Xeon. Yeah, they know that guy at the cafeteria by his house, and that's it.
Yeah, like just you know, just like right by his house. I mean, just a couple things, couple Charizards, PSA 10, possibly, little brand, what I'm saying, little Charizard action right there. Found this in the back of an abandoned shed.
That was on fire.
It was on fire. I got the Charizard was so hot, caught it on fire. Yeah, cards is another great investment. Maybe that'll be the topic next week. Y'all want to talk about cards? Come back next week, and we'll talk about cards. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know shit. So if you take my advice, you're a dumbass. But yeah, I mean that in the most respectful way possible. Well, yeah, it's enjoying it. I'm enjoying every minute of it. Life is great. We got new people in here. I don't think I ever seen this name, and if I have, I don't remember it. Lucid Curious, what is up? We got Jules in the house. We got Infamous Stacker. What's up? Good evening. We got Boatman. Name so good, you gotta say it twice. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, uh, this is kind of stuff we talk about. Me and Oscar and other people in our little circle. We have a very limited circle, and we all eat together. When one eats, we all eat, and that's something that we recommend y'all do. If you guys got yourself a little circle, keep it tight. All right. So with that being said, we're over an hour, so we apologize to all the people that have stayed with us for 5 extra minutes and have other things they need to do with their lives. But again, I don't care. No, seriously, thank y'all for showing up. We love y'all. You already know that. We love y'all. We show y'all love every single day, every single week. And we do our best to be good people. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Girl Hustle. Thank you, Infamous Stacker. Sally, thank you so much. Denise, thank you. Marie, thank you. Boatman, thank you. Hot Mess Thrifter, Amy, thank you. Pat D's, thank you very much. Deborah, how you doing, Deborah? Thank you for being here. I'm sorry you guys caught the end of the show. If you want to rewatch this one, you'll be able to because I'm not getting a copyright strike for this one. Last week's show, if you missed it, too bad. It got like 7 copyright strikes. I almost got kicked off of YouTube. Some people would have loved it, but guess what? You ain't gonna get rid of me. I'm gonna stay in your face. You understand? I'm gonna stay in your face. You feel me? All up in your grill. Where do you live? I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Y'all have a good night, man. Love y'all. All right, we're gonna leave you with the Bad Boy song. This
Man,
is a song. I forget who made the song, but I remixed it, and that's why you hear the Bad Boys part. That was all me right there. All right, ready? You're gonna love it.